Hey guys, and good morning. Let's go on a road trip today, so stick around and see where we end up. Hey guys, we are at Shade State Park. We're getting ready to get on the bike and do a little cruising around. We're going to start off going on the Pine Hills Nature Preserve. Just over my shoulder, kind of hard to see, is the gatehouse where we came in, so we're parked pretty close to it. So let's get to rolling. And we're rolling. I tell you what, the way the bugs swarmed me when I got out, I'm glad I'm on the bike today. It'd be a little rough out there on the trails. Those little pesky black gnats. But anyway, we're moving, so they're gonna have to chase us down if they want to mill today. Beautiful day out here again at Shade State Park. Going to go start off at the Pine Hills Nature Preserve. I've never hiked here, but I know I have friends that have, and they say it's really cool, so it's on my list. Like they keep the grass well trimmed around the roads and stuff. So again, I know there's some hiking trails back here and old growth forest, and I guess there's some pretty challenging places to hike. Something about Devil's Backbone, or I can't remember exactly the name of it, but I've saw a few videos of it. And give those people credit. You got to kind of climb up on a narrow ridge and walk across. So I don't particularly like heights, so it'd be kind of a challenge for me to do it. But maybe I can add it to my list. I'm not sure how big Shade State Park is, acre-wise. I know there's not a lot of miles to cover on a bike, but the trails are pretty rugged in some cases, but they've got some really neat ones. And one of the things they offer here is called the 6 Ravine Challenge, where you'll hike through 6 ravines. So that tells you that the landscapes can be a little rough. I've done it, and it was pretty cool, but it'll take you 2 or 3 hours, maybe, probably closer to 3. I don't remember exactly how long it took us to do it, but it was a good hike. But highly recommend sturdy shoes and waterproof if you can, because it's going to be a challenge. But it's definitely something cool to accomplish. Pretty comfortable temperature day. It's in the 60s. A little overcast, but that's okay. It's finally starting to dry out. Okay. As you can see, this is one of the more popular areas to hike. It's got a Trail 10 Pine Hills Nature Preserve access trail. So, like I say, there's a vault toilet, but dead ends here, we'll have to turn around. I didn't want to say anything, but you can definitely smell the bug spray on those hikers. So they dosed themselves pretty good before they went out in the woods. That's probably a good idea. Yep. A lot of off perfume and cologne back there. Like I say, I've got my bottle of can of spray in the back of my 4Runner, so when I get back out on the trails, I'm gonna have to give myself a good dose. May has been a pretty wet month for us here in Indiana, and a lot of standing water in places. The bugs are thriving. So just be aware. Don't let them keep you from getting out and enjoying the trails. Just give yourself a good dose, head to toe, of your preferred method of bug repellent. Saw a trailhead here when I went by. I'm not sure what the number is. Yeah, it just says trail. So I don't think the state of Indiana gives out paper maps anymore, so you probably want to download a map on your phone. 'Cause I tell you, I have hiked here a few times. While it's a great place to hike, and I don't mean to scare you off from it, there's some of the spots and it's kind of difficult to navigate. There's multiple trails that kind of intersect and go in different directions, and sometimes it's hard to stick to the same trail. So I've ran into several people on some of my hikes here that were confused, and in my case I was confused too a couple times. So just keep that in mind. I have an app on my phone called All Trails, which has helped me out of a jam a few times, but unfortunately, for a lot of the state parks in Indiana, you don't have the best of cell service, and that's why I was really disappointed in the Indiana DNR for discontinuing the paper maps. Because like I say, there's some areas you simply don't have cell service and can't use your navigation apps. And so again, download the map on your phone so you can look at it in your pictures. All right, so this is where we started. There's a 4Runner. Let's head back here and see what they got going back here. It's a pretty peaceful ride. Like I say, I've got here late on a Sunday afternoon, so some of the people are thinning out a little bit. So, but there's still a few of them still out enjoying the trails. So it's a pretty nice state park to come to. Looks like they got plenty of tables set up, picnic tables and areas where you can snack, enjoy yourself. I do see a lot of arm waving, fending off the bugs, though. Just keep that in mind. That's a rarity. That's kind of like a antique. There's actually a payphone. Probably works too. Okay, so you got several trails right here. Trails 1, 6, and 9, and trails 2 and 10. Keep right. It's a little picnic area, pretty nice. Shelter house. Hey, how we doing? A little playground for the kids and some more vault toilets. We'll go down there and turn around. Yeah, my granddaughter is 8 years old now, so this one's probably not quite what she would be into. She'd play on it for a few minutes, but I think she'd get bored pretty quick. This is probably from younger kids. Now they do have a campground here, but my understanding is it's primitive. They're non-electric sites. And it is just down the road is Turkey Run State Park, which is one of Indiana's, I could call it one of Indiana's premier state parks. It's got a lot more amenities. They've got a lodge and I think swimming pools. They've got some good hiking trails too. I'll have to ride that one here soon. I'll probably wait since it's see so many people. I'll probably wait till during the week when it's not so congested to ride my bike. All right, let's just run down here and check out trailhead 1, 6, and 9. Pond down there, not too bad. Trails 1 and 6 are off to our left, so. All right, we'll head back out where we parked, and then we'll actually head into the park itself and see some more stuff. I'll chat with you in a bit. All right, just past the Forerunner again, so let's go right, head into the park. So that was the Pine Hills Nature Preserve. That's a pretty neat little place. Hemlock picnic area, campgrounds, and hickory shelters ahead. There's where we came in, where the gate. So let's keep going. Off to the left, looks like the park office. Couple of speed bumps, speed limit 20 miles an hour. That's the top end for this e-bike if I run the throttle. But trying to do more of my own pedaling for now. I'm getting ready to start training for a bike event I have in September. I'm gonna have to get my pedal bike out, my Cannondale road bike or my Trek hybrid. No more cheating on an e-bike, as a friend of mine tells me that I'm cheating. But when I remind her, hey, I'm 65 years old, I'm allowed to cheat. Okay. Youth tent campground to the left. Here's Trail 9. Old growth forest hike, but from my experience, the way it looks, it'd be pretty buggy. But, like I say, I actually wear a mosquito netting over my head once in a while because I just can't stand bugs flying around trying to get in my ears or up my nose, in my eyes. Family campground. Let me see if we can buzz around in there for a minute. Just gonna give you an idea what you'll see. So distance-wise, we've covered just about 3 miles. Kind of give you an idea. Like I say, it's geared more for hikers and bikers. Hikers than bikers, I should say. It's still a pretty nice ride. So up here ahead of us, I'll pull into this parking lot, is the Trail 1, and it's called the Devil's Punch Bowl. That's one really cool hike. You get down in a deep ravine. And when I was here last, it had trees down and you couldn't go up the stairway at the end of the trail where Cascade Falls was at. So you had to double back. But it's a challenging but really cool hike. It almost makes it feel like you're not in Indiana. You can see there's quite a few vehicles here. I'm going to follow this paved path. I don't see anything that says bikes aren't allowed. Just kind of give you, I think it just goes up here to where there's a shelter house and camp area, trailheads, and I think they actually have a toilet with running water. So yep, there's trails 4, 5, 7, and 8 heading towards Sugar Creek. Campgrounds to our right, you'd head down to the Devil's Punch Bowl. Prospect Point's pretty cool. It overlooks the Sugar Creek. Shelter houses. Little play area for the kids. Prospect Point and Inspiration Point. I'm not going take my bike because I know they've got stairs to climb. Gotta be careful. I'm not. Okay, there's trail 1. We go through there as part of the 6 ravine challenge. Sure hate for you guys to, well, at least you won't see me wipe out, but you definitely hear me. All right, get back up here. Paved. Pretty good group of hikers. And get across. A couple of people's got their bikes out. This one looks like it's guide led. That's pretty cool. So we'll go back here and check out there's trails 4, 5, 7, and 8 down to Sugar Creek, Imlick. Ooh, bugs are terrible. Picnic area, charcoal cooking only, no open fires, no trucks or trailers, no camping allowed. Okay. So this is where you can come hang out for a little while and have a cookout, and off you go. And boy, I stopped and the bugs swarmed me again. That's some of the worst bugs I've seen for a long time. Okay, I got little charcoal grills, picnic tables. Just a little place to hang out for a little while. I probably won't go back too far. It's pretty much all the same, I'm sure. Don't appear to be anybody back here taking advantage of it, but the way the bugs swarm me, I don't blame them. And yeah, when I was behind that group of people, definitely got a whiff of bug spray, repellent, skin so soft, no telling what, a combination of different smells. So all of them were pretty dosed down. I think they're going to be glad they did. Some people that don't hike in the summertime, they only hike in the wintertime. I can appreciate and understand why. Some kind of trail there, but it wasn't marked. So Well, we managed to get a little over 4 miles in. This would have probably been a good place for me to bring my regular Trek hybrid, or I think it'd be more fun than my road bike. I have to keep that in mind. But like I say, this park is definitely more for hikers and cyclists, so just keep that in mind. Since we're here, I'll ride back at least to the entrance to the campground, just to kind of give you an idea what that's like. Man, you can't beat the temperatures for getting out though. It's really cool and comfortable, but I'm afraid this isn't going to last too long. It's going to get pretty hot and stuffy. It already has a couple days, but it's just part of it. After some of the heavy snowfalls we had this past winter, I guess I'll take it. Yeah, it's quite a bit further back here than I thought. Anyway, we'll just see how I keep going. Three crows taking off. Fox squirrel, I don't know if you saw that or not. But in the evening you can see some deer here. All right. Where you go into the campground, to the right's overflow parking. How you doing? Okay, do you mind if I ride back around just and look at the... Okay, I just want to check the campground out in case I might pick a side out. All right, appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. Pretty nice. Most people working in state parks pretty nice. Treat them polite, and they'll treat you polite. Fill station. Just ride around, check out a few sites. Sites 1 through 10, Lotus Grove. Just ride back here and see what these sites look like. Short little places, paved, picnic tables and fire pit. Definitely not covered up, but like I say, if it's pit toilets, but if it's non-electric, that probably scares a lot of people off. But nice little site, campground. Kind of spoiled these days with modern conveniences, but I've done some primitive camping in my day. go back here just a little further, check it out. Sites 23 through 43. Shower house. More toilets. People packing up. Yeah, not a bad little campground at all, like I say. I've got a Jackery battery bank. It will give me plenty of electrical power, so I can manage pretty well in these places if I really chose to. All right, let's go back here. Maybe we'll make a loop back around. Site 50. All the sites are pretty much the same. For the most part, they're all pretty level. It looks like. I've got a nice picnic table and a fire pit. Well, if the person was coming over here to do some hiking, I don't know how the trails are from the campground itself to main park hiking trails. Okay, so I guess there you go. There's a sign that says that would be the way to go. Better be quiet back here. Electric sites tend to get pretty crowded and busy, and I'm not necessarily antisocial, but like something like this, I'd just soon have a lot of peace and quiet so I can chill and relax. Okay, double back. Be a lot more tents here than you do at the other campgrounds. Somebody left and had their fire still smoldering. Don't think that's a good practice. You always try to snuff it out before you leave. But people just don't think about stuff like that, or they do think about it and don't care. Hey, how we doing? Saw somebody carrying a grocery sack. I don't know if she parked in the overflow point parking, or there's actually a camp store here. I did see one, but I'm not saying there isn't one. That'd be a pretty good walk from the overflow parking. But there's the entrance to the campground, and there's the entrance to the fire pit. There's 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 the there's the overflow parking, so there's quite a few people. We'll walk to the campsites. Firewood. All right, well, stop filming for a little bit since we're on the same ground we just covered. See you in a bit. All right, well, we're starting to head back to the Forerunner. Don't think there's anything else to really see from the bike. Got a little over 6.5 miles in, so that's a pretty good ride. Car behind me, so I'm going to pull over here just for a second, let them get past. All right, guys, I appreciate you riding along with me. So that was Shade State Park and the Pine Hills Nature Preserve. Definitely a good place to come hiking, and not a bad place to ride a bike. Pretty scenery, old growth forest. So, all right, guys, gatehouse is in sight, and I'll be turning off and loading up. So thanks again, and I'll chat with you on the next adventure. Take care.